And now it's time for
Time Handled with Prime Daniels.
Hi, I'm Nisi for short from ASU Fashion Police, and this episode of Time Handled with Prime Daniels is about how to get a man.
Now, I get this one a lot, and it's how do you get a man? How do you get a man, and more importantly, keep him? Now, I know y'all read a lot of these other books and all that. That's cool, do that. But what I'm about to tell you right now is the way you can really get a man and keep him. First, and this is in no specific order, okay? But he has to be willing to want to settle down with you. Okay, so first off, see, a lot of women, once I go to naming everything that I'm about to say, y'all go, I did that before, and now he still left me and cheated on me and my best friend. It's always the worst story you could possibly hear. But he was probably never interested in just being with you in the first place. So that's the first thing. Make sure he's open to being isolated with only you. Again, no particular order. Sex. Yes, I'm going to talk about it. All right. I mean, I might be an info, but whatever. You have to be able to satisfy him sexually. That's what keep him put. That's what's going to make him not want to go elsewhere. If the sex is there, you're making him climax the way he needs to be, whatever your little tricks may be, make sure you're doing that the right way. Boom, you're getting him buckled in. Another step, get him some food. I know this sounds really crazy, but feed your man. Once you feed him, what men want, you know, because we all love to talk about the home. There's nothing that's more synonymous to home than having a full stomach, because that's when, even as a child, you go back to that. Oh man, when I go home after I'm done playing, I'm gonna get me some food. When you're doing that, you feed a man, that's gonna make him feel like, man, this is the crib. Furthermore, guys who are like doing their own thing, they don't have people who look out for them. When men become men, and I'm learning this as a young man who's now coming into my own, there's a lot we have to do for others because that's our role as men. A lot of people don't come back to us and say, hey, what is it that you need? How can I help you? Once you're a person that's able and capable, there's no one looking after your back. So if a woman's doing that for them by something as fundamental as food, and I purposely name food because food is cheap and a lot of y'all already know how to cook. If not, go pick up takeout. I don't care. He just want to eat. And last, get a random intangible. Now, random intangible means let him do something miscellaneous and co-sign it. So if he likes to bring his silly friends over and watch the game, let him do it. You know where he at? He right there at home. It don't cost you no money. Let him do it. Don't mess around and put on some burgers or some nachos or something. He's going to be bragging to his homeboys that, man, I talked to her. She cool. She got good sex. Man, she even be making me food and she even let y'all come over. These are the most fundamental things that don't cost you no money. From that, a man is not going to go anywhere. You don't have to. I'm talking about real men who want to settle down with you. Again, don't be out here trying to go for a guy that's out of your league, because I think a lot of times women, you guys are quick to say how you're out of a man's league. There's some men that's out of your league. And the men who are out of your league, they're just not as braggadocious about it. So they won't go on record and kind of subliminally dish you on Facebook or clown you with their friends about how this girl, she trying to be with me and she ain't got what it takes. But he's thinking it, and you're going to see it in his actions. So just know that. And these are all things that are just fundamentals, you know, and fundamentals is what's going to keep him there. He doesn't care about the over the top stuff. He's not going to put pressure on you about wearing what you drive the same way some of y'all will do to a man, about how, I don't know, where you're living at and all that there. Dude just want to catch up with a good woman that's not finna stress him out, that's going to in some way make his life easier. And men being so basic and remedial, those fundamental things I named, that's really all they're looking for. My name's Prime Daniels, and that's been your Time Handled with me.
What it is, Prime Daniels checking in. Thank you all so much for watching. I purposely didn't do an interjection camera because I felt it was pretty fluent with what was already taking place. Now, I know a lot of you watching that, and maybe even men and some women watching are going to say, well, he mentioned nothing about God. Well, believe it or not, a lot of us do believe in God, me being one of those people. And, you know, a lot of us believe in religion and going to church. But for some people, they don't believe in that. It's not a necessity. Even if they do believe in it, it's not like a necessity. That's just the way of the world nowadays. So I purposely stayed away from religion, which I usually try and do in most of these topics, because religion's a very like touchy and specific thing. Not that the other topics aren't, but again, religion is so opinionated based. The other things that people I think are going to try to slide in there are things about, well, you know, she need to have a personality, which again, anything else they're going to try to say will fall under the lines of a random intangible, which I explained earlier, just something that's miscellaneous that the guy finds pretty cool. You know, so if she got a great personality, that's like a miscellaneous trait that's a plus, obviously. But a lot of good men are in committed situations with women that are pretty dry. Their personality ain't banging. You know, it ain't like that. They're gonna try to say something maybe about we need to be in tune with each other's families. For anyone who's in relationships, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, husband or wife, you know firsthand that in a lot of cases, a lot of y'all don't even like the other person's parents. You may not be fond of their brother or their cousin that tried to size you up at the first cookout you ever attended with them. It doesn't matter. It's usually that connection between the two. And this is why I left some of these things out that I anticipate people who watch this video and try to debate are gonna say. Okay, so again, thank y'all so much for watching. Also, currently, the website, as promised, is now up. We're gonna be making a lot of changes to it, but it's really cool. I want y'all to look at it. Please like this video and subscribe. I cannot stress that enough because the subscriptions have been helping us a lot. We really encourage y'all to continue to do that. Thank y'all so much. Please be blessed. Tune into everything, and we will see you all again next week on Time Handled with Prime Daniels. God bless.
And next week on Time Handled with Prime Daniels.
The truth about what I do and what I got going on with the whole time handle thing. I mean, I admire a lot of these brothers who are out here doing their, I don't even know what to call what I'm doing. I'm just, acknowledging certain things socially. And I see a lot of the guys who may be, and women who may be doing certain things, and salute to them, they're doing their thing. But for me, I don't get on this camera. I'm not trying to gain a following by lying to people. Okay, I'm not finna get on here and tell you things is all good just to get a set standard base of people. My set standard, I want it to be people who are realists and who aspire for truth.